It's a lot of avenues to it. I'm not saying what's right, I'm not saying what's wrong, but I'm just saying collectively, it's a lot of reasons why that opportunity is not as much used or utilized as it did back then. So
one thing you gotta look at is back then when you're talking about a village raising a child and so forth back then. You gotta look at the fact that when you grew up, or when I grew up, you had respect for authority. And grown-ups were authority figures, whether it was a teacher, or the grocery man, or the man next door in the community, or the woman next door. Kids were taught to respect adults, which signifies people of authority.
Authority and respect.
Society has took a brush and has messed it up, because kids now, kids now are not even threatened by their parents, because now they'll say, I will call. They know build society and the rules. A lot of things that got to change in society, because you can put them in a box and teach him all they want to. But you ain't waiting 24/7. He comes out that box. He still got to fight that outside element. The only thing you can do is pray that he sticks to the teachings. Because all of us were born with it ain't right that we knew right from wrong. Human nature says right from wrong, but by choice. We make choices in life and we take different paths. But this group of youngsters don't respect authority figures across the board.
And that's true. And that's what we're trying to get back established into our young boys. Because our homes are the ones that are, we've been that conflict, that situation, more so than any other culture across the board. I look at other cultures, they be taught the whole nation could be doing one thing, but when they come home, they have a different level of respect for their parents, and it doesn't matter. I see people come into nursing homes, and the mama is a senile, but if she say, go jump across that table, and she's senile, she don't really mean for you to jump over that table, but because you have that level of respect for her, you do it. And our kids, that's what our kids are missing. And it's our kids that's losing out on the opportunities of life because they're not getting that foundation in them that stays with them. And that's what we, as a mentoring ministry, we need to really install in them. And people think that, society has so much control. They do to a certain extent. But if you train your child, or you treat your child, or give your child the tools that they need to be a successful elder citizen, it's just like a tree. It's not going to shake. It may fall, it may, break off, but it's not going to, it's going to still know what its purpose is. A tree knows its purpose is to grow. And even if it gets chopped down and it's a little bit of that root left down in there, what's going to happen? As soon as it starts raining and flourishing again, guess what? It's going to still do the same thing. And that's what we need to have our young boys know and understand. Yes, there's going to be options out there. They're going to tell you can do this, that, and the third. And that God allows that opportunity for them to sway off to the left and sway off to the right. Because He needs that for them to have a testimony and to grow. But it's our job as parents and mentors to just kind of help influence that, and so they understand they need to have that foundation. They need to know that they can't be like what everybody else is. They're different. Yes.
And I think that's where cause and effect comes in. We have to instill in them that because you did this, the effect is going to be this. But see, a lot of these kids that was going, telling on their parents because they got disciplined properly, didn't know the effect of what was going to happen. Then DCF got them. Then when they got to DCF, they in these foster care places being really abused, then they can't come back home to mama. See, so I think that we need to, they used to have these programs where you take the kids to the jail, and they can see This what happened, this what you get. You see what I'm saying? Just like with at the farms, when we was growing up in school, you want to know how a chicken laid eggs. They took us to the chicken farm.
Right.
You know, and those things.
And those are the things they need to see, because it scares them literally straight.
Right.
You know, they have to see, like, it's just like you could tell me that, you know, walking over there is gonna, you know, make a difference, and as a grown-up, I'm gonna, you know, go the opposite way. But as a child, they have that curiosity that just kind of they don't know. And they're trying to fulfill that curiosity. So what they do, they may not do it right in front of me, but just like they just said, when your parents are around, they're gonna try. So we have to kind of give them that exposure on different levels. Let them realize that, you know, it's important that they, you know, stick to their principles and their guidelines, because the rules that's set up now in society are not set up for our boys. They're set up indirectly against our boys, and then we don't direct them and help them. They're going to go the wrong way.
Ain't indirect, it's directly.
Well, yeah, directly, true enough, but they ain't gonna say, oh, well, this plan is set up for the African American man. They're gonna just say, this is the rule. And just like they say, they can't switch the kids from the different schools if they had a suspension. Well, if you look at the statistics, our kids are the ones that's mostly getting suspended. So they won't get an opportunity to go to another school to get a better education at something. You know, they have to stay where they at. And then that's still the same situation they're getting in trouble in. So it's like, okay, so why do it matter if I do good? If I'm going to be in the same situation, I'm going to still be around the same kids that provoke me to be mad, angry, upset, and get suspended. Why should I strive to do anything different? So that's that indirect, you know what I'm saying, sublingual type of thing that they do. So with that, we're gonna strive to learn what it means to be an African American man spiritually, physically, and culturally. We're gonna respect God in our conduct and relationships. We're gonna strive to honor our family by using our God-given potential in every situation. And we're gonna strive to show respect for ourselves and others. And those are important factors that we need to believe and recite till we get it in our spirit, mind, and heart that this is the way to strive, this is what we need to do. So moving on, the code of conduct for the ministry is respect. Simple respect takes you a long way. We're going to respect God by using clean and positive language and upholding moral standards for behavior. We're going to respect others by treating them the way you would like to be treated, encouraging them and treating them fairly. Now the two young boys over there, guys over there just said that, you know, they know how to encourage somebody. They know how to let a person know that they feel that they care. So that's good. They're in touch with their emotions to know that they see somebody that they care for and they want to see them do better. So they said but one of them said they'll let them know. The other one said they'll play with them. They'll say thank you. So that's good. That means someone has taught them the simple principle of valuing others. So that's awesome. Respect themselves by being positive in their behavior and participating in activities that will build them up and not bring them down. All right. So those are the things that we're going to really use to influence our young boys. So we've signed our papers, and I've given my mentors a piece of paper, a contract that just kind of states that this is something you want to take on, and you understand the commitment is going to be a challenge, but it can be done, and you're willing to follow through with it. I have the same type of contract here for our young mentees, and basically this is just for them and their parents to get together and read over and understand what it is that we're expecting of their child for them. We just need to make sure that they have them to the meetings and understand that what we're expecting is not just when they're in the meetings or when they're here. We want them to implement that all throughout their lives. That means, through their life. Yeah, during their life. That means school, that means home, that means church. You know, whatever they're at, we need them to be accountable of their actions and live up to the expectation that we have set up for them. So with that, we're gonna I'm just gonna do a brief introduction of everybody, and you could just tell me something about yourself that you want the group to know. All right, Mr. Kenny, Brother Kenny, you want to start, please?
Yeah, I will. I like bowling, I like fishing, I like swimming. I think that in these mentoring things that we're doing, we need to incorporate some fun things in the kids' life in order to connect with them. I like building. I like taking stuff that's tore up and making it look good. That gives me a sense of pride. I don't like confusion. I like things to run smooth, and I like to think that I'm a problem solver, you know. And I like to work with people. You know, I want to do unto others as I want them to me.
And what do you think you can offer the young mentee that you would be responsible for?
What do I think I can offer them?
Mm-hmm.
Some insights on life. I got 13 grandkids. I got 3 kids, so I know, pretty much how to deal with them. But when I go down to Palm Beach, I get all of them at the same time. I got different personalities and stuff to deal with, and it's challenging, but it's fun. It's rewarding because they see me there. They know,
And so, do you think you can make at least a year commitment to this mentoring program?
No.
No.
2.
2.
Just kidding.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Great question. I never was outside, like sports and things. None of that was my field. I never had none of that stuff. As a matter of fact, that's where I was raised up.
Yeah,
I
work.
didn't have time for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you get to work all the time.
That's another different total world.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess my granddad was still at it. As a young man, you got to work as a man.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, bro. I mean, I had to do just what they do.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was, I ain't had he was a no-nonsense person at all. But if he said one thing, he meant what he said. And that's what it says to me. If I say something, you believe that I'm going to do it. I ain't going to just try to tell you something for you to think that I'm going to do it, and knowing I'm not going to do it. If I'm not going to do it, I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
And that's the type of person I am.
So you have good work ethics,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
you have good skills and just being a man overall. But
Totally.
the only thing that I see, and I'm not gonna say right, wrong, 'cause I've seen different types of men, and it works out good. And you're a prime example. You're a great man. I've known you for a little while now, and I've never had an issue about. You've always been just a good guy. So so what if your mentee was into sports?
You referring to Ben.
Yeah.
By default. Yeah.
Believe it or not, I don't even much watch it on TV.
Me
Now, it's about an animal, like Wild Kingdom and Metro Wild. No, that's my TV show.
Yeah.
Right.
Thing that positive thing that ain't causing. To me, I think a lot of it is hype, and it give off a false impression to some people. Some people they are genuine in it, but all that stuff. I say, hey, if it gets done, it's fine. If it don't, it's fine. I see some people go all apart. They come up Super Bowl. They'll go all out for that. I mean, some of them might probably lose their home, but they believe in that.
Yeah.
And not knowing those folks that you putting all that money into, they going on with millions.
Exactly.
What I'm gonna have? Nothing.
Exactly.
So I believe in what I have. I put it to the best use that I can. And Lord bless me and anything that I put my hand with, if it doesn't work out and I doesn't feel like it should be that way, I'm gonna take it down and do it over to my satisfaction. And once I feel like it's the way that it is, that's the way they are. And that's my whole life like that. I never.
That's a great model to live by.
I never go out. matter of fact, when I was young, because I never